So I am actually on my way to game night, right? And I'm going to one of the ladies that's in the hiking group that I'm in. One of the hiking groups that I'm in, she's hosting a game night, right? So before the fiasco of my hike today, I was just like, I'm gonna do my own thing because we were supposed to start hiking at 9 o'clock. I was coming from Fayetteville. I wasn't going to get there until about 10 o'clock, right? So I was just like, you know what, y'all, I'll see y'all later tonight. I'll just kind of, hike somewhere closer to me. So I opted to go to the Cape Fear River Trail, right? I only been out there once, but I was at the opposite end, which was the end I ended up at, right? And when I was just, being so present, and one reason why I love being in nature is I get a lot of my downloads a lot easier. My energy is a whole lot more settled. Like, I'm not racing against anything. It's just me and nature out there, right? So, I'm just chilling, and I'm just, with my thoughts, listening to my music, stuff like that. And what I kind of was focused on was community, and how I'm so grateful. Child, I took a nap, and I'm still so tired. And I still got shit to do today before I lay down. But, I was just like walking and thinking, because them damn inclines was whooping my ass. But I was like, how lucky I am. How lucky I am to have me at my best. Like, to not have to share that energy with anybody. Like, and that's why I'm like, kudos to y'all who are healing and unpacking shit with a family of your own already, like a husband and kids, those who require your attention, and you're having to split your energy with other people. But how lucky am I to be able to hold my energy myself, like a newer, more efficient, suitable, version of myself, and I don't have to share it with anybody. I can say that all for me, like, but I still share it. I'm still so willing to kind of share and be present with everybody, and that's not to say now everyone doesn't have access to me. Everyone doesn't get to experience the full version of me, and honestly it's kind of been like that majority of my life. Some people don't know I'm funny as shit, y'all. When I'm funny as shit, and can't nobody tell me nothing. Most people don't know that I'm really truly bubbly. A lot of people don't realize that I'm a little bit timid too, because everyone doesn't get to see those parts of me, and it's okay, because some parts of us we should hold close to our chest, that we should hold for ourselves, right? I could be wrong, but I don't think everyone needs to know your inner workings. Like, I kind of feel like that's sacred, like, to hold for yourself, right? But as I kept walking, I'm just like, that damn ritual I did, y'all, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that I did it, because I've been so grounded within myself, and that was one of the intentions that I had set, right? And so it reminded me of when people finally get glasses, and it's just like, oh, this is what it feels like to see. So it's kind of like, oh, this is what it feels like to be regulated, to not be so chaotic, and everything is reaching for my attention at one time. Like, it's actually a really interesting and beautiful feeling. But then as I kept walking, I was just like, nature also reminds me of community. And so I went out to Prima Elements and Wellness in Colonics, because I think they adjusted their name. They do Colonics now. I went out to do their Village Runners monthly, 5K that they host. And it's not like a 5K, traditional 5K. They doing it to build community within the community. And it was the biggest event, and I wasn't able to go last month because I had a class to teach, so I wouldn't have been back home in time to do my class, right, or be ready to do my class. And so to come today, I'm so glad that I did. I went with my original plans, and I went on out there because it was the biggest event. It was almost 30 people, or it might have been 30 people when I counted in the picture. I think it was like 27, 28 people. And it was just such a beautiful time, just talking and connecting with people. And so just like that video that I posted, it's like, no, if y'all want friends, you have to connect. You have to put yourself out there to be able to connect with people, So it was really such a beautiful experience. And I'm just like, how lucky am I to be a part of these communities? But I've actively been putting in the work to do this. So just like how I'm going to one of my lady friends lady friend houses from the hiking club. She reached out to me because I hadn't even been able to hike in like a month and a half because I had been busy on the weekends. And for her to think, oh, let me invite Tierra. Hell fucking yeah, I'm coming to game night, girl. Like, I done hit up like, what you want me to bring? She's like, bring some red wine. Girl, I don't drink. What kind of wine I'm supposed to, like, what's the best red wine to get? But you have to put yourself out there. And I'm just so grateful because I don't have that good of an experience with community. So the fact that I'm doing the footwork to create that for myself, like, I am so grateful. I am so grateful to be able to do that. And I hope more people do that. And so going back to nature, as I was walking, I think it was supposed to get up to like 93 today. But I was outside and I just was looking up at the trees and just seeing how they was shading the trail and stuff like that. And I was just like, this is community. Like, nature is a community within itself. Everything has its place. But I'm just like, community is there to shield you when shit starts to get hot. When shit starts to heat up. And that's what I was noticing. I'm like, that's the point of community, for you to have things to lean on, or have people to lean on to support you when times get hard. And you in return should be doing that for other people. It's a reciprocal relationship. Like, everyone is benefiting from something and they're giving something. And I was just like, just in awe. And as I kept walking, I seen a lot of overarching trees. I was like, you know what? I need to create a folder on my phone of pictures of overarching trees, right? The trees that are just leaning over. And as I kept walking, I'm like, damn, most of my pictures are going to be from this one trail. Like, like, why am I seeing so many overarching trees? Because typically I'll be on the trail with the crew, and I'll take a picture of like an overarching tree. I maybe see one or two on the trail, right? And then I'll go to another trail, see another one. There go Yates Mills. It's beautiful out there too if y'all ain't never been. So I'm like, I done seen about 4 overarching trees. And you know what was in my spirit, the download I was just like, and the reason I like those, let me tell you that, the reason I like those overarching trees is because they remind me of portals. They look like, what do you call them? Like vortexes, like entrances into another realm. That's what I associate them with. It ain't necessarily true, but that's how I operate in my little world, right? So as I'm walking and I'm just seeing all these overarching trees, all I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, these are all the doors that are about to be open to you. that were once closed. And honestly, I received it, and I